Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video where I'm actually trying a new brand again, and that is Tipsy Beauty. And Tipsy Beauty actually sent over a couple of things and I'm going to show you in just a second. Okay, because today we're going to have Pomegranate Martini. You know? So yeah, so this is what the palette looks like, and I also have a couple of other products that I want to show you. Before we do that, of course, I want to welcome you. If you're new here, I'm Leorah, I'm a makeup artist and stylist, and this is pajama time, so that's the way I look in the morning when I do my makeup. And later on, if you want to see how the finished look turns out in styling and also in makeup, then please watch till the end, because there you're gonna see the whole thing completed, okay? Besides that, I also want to point out my social media. It's all going to be linked in the description box down below for more looks and more inspiration. And I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel, check it out, you know, browse around and see if you like it here, and then by all means stick around. Okay, sweeties, all right, let's talk about this one first, okay? Because if you know me, you know that this is this is not the traditional shape of a palette that I usually go for. I think this is the only palette that I have that is not normal. Normal, okay? Now this of course has a theme. This is a very themed palette, okay? Pomegranate Martini. And I remember when I spoke about this in my new makeup releases, and that is also how the brand found me, of course, that I spoke about this, that actually this is extremely well done. While it is very I don't know, it is already cute. The way it's done is so cute because of that. And that's also what I said in my new makeup releases, that basically the shades within here look like the kernels or the seeds of the pomegranates to me. You know, I don't even know if that was the intention, but for me this is how it looks, and I think it is it's kind of really cute. But yeah, so this is a very well, monochromatic palette, obviously. So this is how the palette closes, with a magnetic closure, and it used to be that this is full of red glitter like here in the back. Now when this traveled to me, it went through quite a beating apparently, and when it arrived this had separated and basically the martini had like poured out, you know? So that's why there is actually quite a bit of glitter also still on the shades here. So we might have to battle that a little bit, because there is actually not really glitter in the palette, you know? It's just some leftovers of what has poured out. I have ever since re-glued it and everything, but the glass is empty now. But yeah, anyway, so this is how it looks. So we are going to obviously do a very monochromatic red leaning look today. I think I'm going to do like a smoky eye, because I kind of have something official going on tonight. So that is basically what I'm going to do today. Also, she sent over this brush set. Everything is going to be linked in the description box, okay? Everything that is already available on the website, because I think some things are not yet there. It could be, but try. Look it up, okay? So let's just look. I think they were called straw brush, the straw brush set or something. I'm just gonna, sorry for the noise, I'm just going to pull them out of the packaging. So we have these brushes here, and there's also a tiny little one, and also this is kind of really cute, you know, this whole thing like straws, you know? So anyway, oh, I also adjusted my nail polish to the whole theme of the palette. You're welcome. Okay, so this is of course an eye brush set, and this is like an angled liner brush, or I would probably use this for my brows, which this is the kind of brush that I'm using for my brows. And anyway, so we're going to definitely give those a try. So I'm going to put them right here. And then she sent over 3 metallic lipsticks. These are called metallic liquid lip color, okay, in 3 different shades. I have tried one of them already. I will talk about this in the review part, okay? And of course I'm going to wear a different one today. I think I tried the White Russian before already, so I'm going to try something like this today. And then she also sent over 2 pigments. Now these I would probably use for creating liners. This one is lavender. It's like really like lavender, very pretty, and this one looks like it is a white. Now because I'm not too much into using pigments as of right now, and if I do, I use them to do liners. Now because of my official appointment, I don't think I'm going to do that today, so I might not use those today. today, but maybe I can swatch them, you know, because before my review part, I'm going to, of course, swatch the palette for you, okay? So anyway, we shall see. Let me just put this to the side and open the glass. Yeah, okay, so anyway, just be warned, there might be some glitter fallout, even though there is no actual glitter in the palette as far as I can tell, okay? So yeah, let's zoom you in and let's get ready to roll. All right, so this has creased, of course, because I've been talking for quite some time already. And now let's see what we can do. My phone I have to get rid of, and let's see which brush I want to use first. Maybe I'm gonna go in with this one. Really cute. All right, there are shade names. This is such a cute concept. Okay, so I'm very, very grateful for this shade because this is actually the one shade that brings the most depth to the palette. And then you do have like a champagne-y kind of a shimmer shade here. And besides that, you basically only have this one, and everything else is kind of mid-range in color intensity. And yeah, and then you have, of course, shimmers and mattes. Okay, I'm just gonna blow on my makeup because I do. You know what? I just saw a recommended video coming up the other day. Wait, let me, what am I going to go in with? Maybe sweet red. Maybe let's start with this one. Okay, so I also still have some staining from a look that I did yesterday, so never mind that. I'm going to pick up sweet red and I'm going to put that deep into my crease. All right. So there was a video that came up, and I think that is from a, you know, I forgot the name, and even if I would know, I would not mention it because what I'm gonna say is not so good. Sweeties. Okay, I think it's a makeup artist based in France or somewhere in Europe, and she was like, I think she was very, very condescending on this, honestly. She gave a very, very good tutorial on how to use different products, which is really, really nice. But I think she was very, very condescending to people. I think I have glitter on my nose. To people who use it differently, you know? And I think that is just not the right approach, honestly, because I do believe that makeup should be used in all kinds of ways, you know. And she was also very condescending about people who blow on their brushes and who blow on their makeup. Now, I do that all the time, and I was like, why do you need to make people feel like they're idiots, you know? I don't understand, you know. It's not like I do that when I have customers. I don't blow on them, I don't sniff them, I don't do anything that is not appropriate, really. But when I'm here, this is my private time, you know. And when I feel like I have too much pigmentation on the brush, then I'm gonna blow on the brush, you know. I know a lot of people go like this, but I want to blow, you know, so that's what I do. I mean, seriously. But the other thing also was that she was talking about how it looks stupid when you apply your blush like that and whatever, you know. And for me as a makeup artist, and I'm going to get to the actual topic that I want to talk about, I'm going to get to it, I promise. I know that, like, what the traditional way of blush application is. I definitely know it, but I sometimes choose to, for example, do my contouring with a blush. Let me just switch brushes. I'm gonna go in with the yellow one now. And first of all, you know what? I'm just gonna pick up some Bone Color Matte on this one. I'm not gonna put on more pigment because I just want to kind of try to blend this out a little bit before I go in with another shade. All right. So anyway, I thought, why? I mean, you can always say the traditional way of doing things is this and that is the following, you know. But then to make people feel like they're idiots, I'm absolutely not up for that. And I read through the comments under that video, and they were basically all super positive, and I was like, nobody like is being bothered by this. I really felt like that was not nice. She was saying things like, you look like, if you use, for example, blush as a contour, you know, which I do all the time because I'm totally into this these days. I should work. You look like like, how did she say it? Like a stupid actress from Dallas or something, you know, from the TV show or something like that. And I was like, why do we need to be like that? I don't know. So anyway, I do believe, while I do know what the traditional way of applying makeup is, I still believe that I first of all, for myself, I'm gonna go into the next shade. I'm gonna try Cheers. Okay, I'm gonna try to blend out this red a little bit more, because my bone color mat has basically done nothing to blend out this shade. So while I know how to apply makeup the traditional way, I still want to be able to play around and do whatever feels right for me in that moment without having to feel guilty that I have basically been a traitor to my profession, kind of, you know? Am I being over dramatic? Maybe. But anyway, that's how I feel. I think one should give people the personal freedom and not look down on them, you know? Like, for example, when people apply their eyeshadow, this is a bit too soft for me, so I'm going to switch to one of my brushes. I think one should give people the personal freedom that they need to apply their makeup. So for example, if there are people who apply their eyeshadow with their fingers, I would never do that. I cannot imagine to do that, but I feel it is amazing that they can, you know? That is how I approach things. And not that I'm saying that I'm always right or anything, but I feel that one can admire something and be like, wow, this is strange, but it's kind of cool. Sorry, that it's kind of cool. I don't have to do it, but it's cool that you can. You know, I think that would be making this whole place so much nicer. You know, this whole social media place, but also just us as makeup artists among ourselves. I don't think we need to put each other down. I don't think so at all. Am I a makeup artist that works for a big company or for big photo shoots? No, absolutely not. Do I need that? Well, it would financially, it would definitely help, but I honestly think that I would be very, very bored at some point, you know, once the initial thrill of working on such a big stage basically is gone. I think I would be very bored, because then, you know, you are very, very limited in what you can do, because you are I don't want to say a slave, because that sounds so bad. You are a subject to whatever they tell you you have to do, right? Because whatever the theme of the photo shoot is and whatever. And I'm not really too much into that. I think I would lose the passion for my profession very, very fast, you know? So anyway, and that's what I love, to be here and to just play around and do what I want, and feature brands that you maybe not have heard of, you know. So anyway, that is that. The other thing that I wanted to also say in this connection, because I have also in recent videos been talking about this whole topic of, you know, how I became a makeup artist and stuff. Wait, I'm gonna go in with another brush and with this first initial shade, and just try to blend this a little bit more, because there is still this separation line here, and I'm just gonna, yeah, this is helping. Okay, just gonna blend this into each other a little bit more. All right, so it doesn't mean that her brushes are not good. It's just that I'm very, very attached to my brushes. And I know how to use them. I know how they work, you know? So I think it would be unfair to the eyeshadow, which I consider more important than the brushes, to then have a result that doesn't reflect reality, you know? Because with my own brushes that I'm using every single day, that reflects reality for me. All right, and these are from Beauty Bay, by the way. All right, so how long have I been filming? 14 minutes. That's incredible. Yeah, so what I wanted to say also about this whole thing with being a makeup artist is that I stumbled across an ad on Facebook some time ago where it was like, you want to become a makeup artist, sign up. It's going to be an online makeup artist school where you get, I don't know how many lessons online or sent by video or whatever, and within 3 weeks you can be a certified makeup artist. And it made me furious. Sorry to say, but no, I'm not sorry, because I feel so betrayed by this. Because wait, let me think what I'm doing. I think I'm going to go into I don't know. I think I want, what I'm going to do now. I'm very torn because I kind of really want to use all of those shimmers. That's not going to happen, of course. Because of what I'm going to do tonight, I think I'm going to go into this one and then put like kind of a halo in the middle with this one. Maybe. Okay, so let's use pomegranate because that's also kind of the theme of the palette. And in these shades there will be some glitters, okay? So I might just have to brush them off or just blow them off, you know? With a special greeting to that other YouTuber. Okay, so let's put that right here. So that's basically kind of a little bit of a corresponding shade to the matte that we used. If you see them next to each, well, not next to each other, but this is the shimmer and this is the matte that I used, all right? So let's just put that on. They feel very, very soft and they pick up nicely on the brush, so that is good. I see some glitter floating around, but never mind that. Yeah, so what I felt in this moment when I saw this post, I was furious. I was honestly furious because I spent so much time. Now, I know there are different levels of education even when it comes to like being a makeup artist. And again, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm doing everything right, but I spent 1.5 years of intense training, you know, and then I still have the same name, makeup artist or certified makeup artist, like that person who did a 3 weeks course online. How is that right? Can anyone tell me how is that right? It kind of feels extremely wrong to me, you know? Let me just scratch off the first glitter a little bit here from this champagne shade. So trigger warning, I'm going to blow on my brush in just a second. I can be feisty. Really, I can be. All right, so let's put on this champagne shade. I don't know if you can see it, but this has such a, it kind of almost has a shift to it. You know, it's actually super, super pretty. And I think with a black liner, this can be so, so classy, you know? So I'm actually starting to get really excited about this look because it's kind of soft and dreamy because of the colors that I chose. But of course, it's also still colorful makeup, and the performance so far has been really, really good. So yeah, anyway, I just think that there should be a difference. There should be a difference because, and not just because of me, but because of all those people that are super, super good and super experienced and have invested so much. Like whatever, Scott Barnes, he is still also, like me, just a makeup artist. Just a makeup artist, you know, certified makeup artist. We're all in the same boat, and he is doing makeup on celebrities, and he is very good, and all kinds of other people, you know, like I don't know, you fill in the blanks. You maybe know all these people much better than I do, but I just feel like this is so, so wrong. There should be some kind of I don't know, levels. There should be levels, you know. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest for years, so here you go. I've been battling with this for a long time, not only because of this Facebook post, but because I just felt like for a long time that there is something so fundamentally wrong about this. Not that this is a topic, a life-changing topic that is super important in the world, but I do feel like, you know, why not address it? Alright, sweeties, I'm going to finish this look off camera. I'm going to come back with the swatches, probably also of the pigments, and then we're going to, of course, see the whole look completed, and you're going to hear my opinion about this this thing. Okay, sweeties, it's coming right up. Don't go anywhere. Okay, my sweeties, here we are with the finished look and the finished styling, and I have to say that I feel so pretty. I feel so pretty. And you know what? Just between you and me, when my husband saw me when he saw me this morning, and he usually does not react to whatever I do because he's used to me. You know, I'm like this old shoe that is your favorite shoe. You know, it's just there and it feels good. You know, that's me. Yeah, the old shoe. So anyway. Don't blame him. It's just the way it is when you have been together for like more than 5 days. Okay, sweeties, when he saw me, do you know that song, Believer from the Monkees? He started to sing that song, you know, when I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. That's the song he sang, and that is so funny because seriously, he usually doesn't react to what I'm doing because I'm all over the place every single day. I'm different, and it's just very exhausting to be with me, believe it or not. So anyway, I do have the swatches here that you just saw. I'm getting seriously good at this, I have to say. But it's also the eyeshadows. They're actually really good and pigmented and swatched super well. Especially the shimmer shades, I have to say, but also the mattes. Okay, reds tend to be a little bit on the dry side. I don't know, I have encountered very few red palettes that swatched super creamy or super velvety or super buttery. For me personally, it is always that reds turn to be or tend to be a little bit more towards the dry side, which is not a criticism, it's just a thing, you know. So anyway, I also did swatch those two pigments here. I hope you can see. I did put them on the base of Style Cosmetics, the, what's it called? Fluid FX from Style Cosmetics, which actually looks really nice. Now, as I already told you in the beginning, I'm not super big in using pigments. Usually I use them with Duraline, but I just wanted to check how it looks with the Style Cosmetics base, and it actually looks really nice, and it really turns into something like super solid, you know. It's really cool. Plus there is also a nice shift to it. The white one has like a pinkish purplish shift, and this one has like a rose gold, like the purple one has like a rose gold kind of a shift. I think they complement each other super well. Do I have names for those? It's all gonna be in the description box. Let's just agree on that because I don't want to take the time to, like, you know, do all of this now. But anyway, these are the pigments. They come in these little tubs, and they also have this security latch thingy that you can open, and then you can actually extract the pigment, and I think it's really cute, you know, really cute. And I think also the way they look is super pretty. Okay, then let's also talk about the lip products. Okay, I have those three here. Okay, this one I used today. I used it, of course, with a lip liner because that is usually what I do, because I want to sort of cancel out my smaller upper lip. So that's why I'm always using it with a lip liner. I don't think that it is really necessary if you have naturally nice and even lips, because you know, they don't bleed, they sit. Once they're placed, they sit. The only thing that I have to mention is that they do dry down. They're a little bit more comfortable to wear when they're freshly applied, but then they do dry down a bit. Okay, it is not horrible. It is not horrible. Please don't get me wrong. This I have applied now for, I want to say 15 minutes or so, and it is really nice. I mean, let's zoom you in, and please also look, of course, at the eyeshadow and not just at the lips, because that is basically, I'm going to show you the whole look. Okay, so yeah, so you see the lips also, and I think it looks super pretty. And just saying that it is not this formula that stays super creamy. Okay, it does dry down a little bit, just to be completely fair and honest here. And this is how the overall look turned out. And I also have to say that the highlighter and the blush are also shades from the palette, because I like to do that and I like to blow on my brushes, you know, just saying. Okay, so anyway, okay, before I go into the palette, let me just quickly also talk about the brushes. Now, I have not used super much of the brushes. Basically, I used this one as a crease brush for applying the first shade, and I also used this one. Now, for blending out, I think it was, for me personally, the wrong choice, because they're super soft. They're super soft. They feel really, really nice. Just for me, when I'm blending out my eyeshadows, I feel like if I have a bit of a brush that is a tiny bit stiffer, then I have more control, you know. It kind of feels for me but like that, but it really boils down to personal preference, what you like. But they feel good, they lie good in the hands, and this one especially worked well. Now this one I will still have to try, because I want to try this on my eyebrows. This is the tiny angled brush, and of course the other ones I'm also still gonna try. It was just for this one look, it was I felt like I should really use my own brushes in order to get a better opinion of what I'm doing and how it's working, because, you know, to just take out all the sources of possible error, I think that's just fair to the brand. Okay, so I'm going to try to talk about those brushes in an upcoming mini review video in order to let you know how they have performed from here on out. Okay, so that is that. Now let us wait. I have to get organized. Okay, so now let's talk about the palette. Okay, sweeties, shape is not my piece of cake. Completely honest. The execution according to the theme is actually really, really nice, and that is completely disconnected to my personal preference to simple palettes, because we can be that professional, you know, we can disconnect that and just say, wow, this palette, for what it is, for a Pomegranate Martini palette, this is a super, super cute and creative execution. Also, you do have the original recipe basically for a Pomegranate Martini here on the back, which is so, so cute. Okay, also the kind of like the thing with the red glitter inside is a very, very nice idea. I think it would have been probably better if it wouldn't have spilled out, obviously, and that is of course not the fault of the brand, and it's also not my fault. It was just because it got beaten up during shipping, and what can I do, right? But I think this is it's a very, very cute palette for the theme, you know. Okay, now of course you do have also a nice size mirror here. You do have shade names, and this is how the palette looks. Now you do have all these shades. You have several shimmer shades, which I'm going to point out to you now. It's this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then besides that, everything else is matte. There is some sparkly glitter still floating around because of the spill that we had beforehand. Okay, I did actually scratch off all the glitter that was on the shades themselves, and I also blew on my brush in order to remove the glitter. I just gotta have to say that a couple more times, because I'm really annoyed at that person. Okay, sweeties, this is how the palette looks. Now, I used this one not only on my eyes, but I used this one also as a blush. I could also have used this one probably, but I felt like because my overall look is more rosy, I felt like I want to use this one as a blush, and this was the obvious choice for a highlighter, and I also have that in my inner corner. Now, under my eye, I actually used this one, which is a super, super nice brown shade, but it kind of has also the characteristics of, there is also like a hint of a mature pink in it, for the lack of a better word. You know, it's really, really nice. And then closer to the lash line, I backed it up with this one, which is also super nice and pigmented, and it really picked up nicely on top of this one. So yeah, that is basically how I finished the look. Now, performance-wise, of course, I could have gone more dramatic than I did, but again, I didn't do that on purpose, because I have an official appointment where I have to go to, and I kind of want to look put together. I want to still be myself and colorful, but a little bit more sophisticated, okay? While I do believe that you can be super sophisticated and everything you want to be also when you go for super red, I just felt more comfortable with this look today, and I'm very happy with it. You know, what my husband saw when he started to sing, that is what I feel in myself, and I think that is actually something that we as people, or maybe also us as women, or whatever you are, underestimate that our vibe that we have within ourselves, this is what people pick up. And however we treat ourselves within us, even without maybe verbalizing it, this is how people are going to reflect on us, and this is how they treat us. So me feeling super pretty today, my husband picked up on that. You know, because I don't always feel super pretty. I am always pretty. Yes, I think so. But confidence together with pretty is an irresistible mix, like a good cocktail. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is what this is. So now I would say that even if I only saw that honestly after the fact, but I could have used this one also as a contour shade. Now, without any problems, I could take this for a long weekend or something and have super, super nice looks, and also have my face products within the palette. Would I do it? No, because of the shape, because I wouldn't want to put this into my luggage and stuff like that. But I do believe that this is a super cute execution. And just this whole thing about pomegranates, I have a thing with pomegranates. Besides that, they're super healthy, and they are one of the fruits that grow in my country. They're one of the symbolic foods that are fruits of Israel, you know? So that is really, really cool. Besides that, it has also such a big meaning in my tradition, in my faith. You know, all those kernels of does one say kernels or seeds or whatever, pomegranate seeds maybe, all of these seeds, they have a very, very big meaning in my religion, and that's why I super connected also on that level to this release. You know, I really, really like it. So performance, I have to say, was really, really nice. I also really like the lip products. Just know that they dry down a bit, because I have actually been asked that in the comment section of one previous video where I was actually wearing this one. I think it was a new makeup releases video. So just saying, they do try down a little bit, but it is, you can see that this is not like I'm not suffering. I do have some lipstick on my tooth though. Why didn't you tell me? That's embarrassing. But anyway, so that is basically what it is, and everything I have to say worked super, super well. Super nice. I have no complaints. The blendability and everything, I think you saw, it looks super, super nice. There might be some staining after the fact. I kind of do expect it, but I don't know that as of right now. And also the shimmers felt super, super smooth. There is no creasing or anything that I can tell, and this look is by now like 4 or 5 hours old. So just saying, I highly recommend for you, if this is your color scheme and you can manage, you know, the shape and stuff, I highly recommend this for you, because it is a good quality palette, really, really nice. And I also especially like this one shade that I put on first in the shimmers. Which one was that though? This one. I think it was this one, which had kind of a shifty situation going on. They look kind of more like metallic, maybe not as foiled as metallic, but just in like they have a hint of that, and it's really, really cool. So yeah, anyway, that is what it is. Please feel free to check out my description box, of course, where you find everything that I have on my face, also all my discount codes with the different brands, and of course all my links to social media, because also this look and these swatches and all of my other things that I'm doing off camera and on camera will of course come up there. Besides that, of course, also my styling, the full picture will come up on my social media in case you're interested in styling. Okay, sweetie, if you have not done so, then please subscribe to my channel, because I think you can see that the vibe here is extremely good, and I'm extremely loving what I'm doing here, and you know, you might just join, because that would be great. Okay, besides that, I'm going to see you here for my next video, which is going to be super soon, and up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.